I always like to say that I'm the guy that teaches you how to do stuff by not showing you how to do, but what not to do. And in my infinite wisdom, when I was bleeding my brakes, I accidentally let the reservoir run out of fluid. So I've fully bled the brakes, but they're still spongy. So I'm going to go ahead and do a bench bleed of my master cylinder. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this right here, and then there's 2 nuts, 1 on each side against the firewall, and then of course these guys leading in. So I'm going to have to get some plugs to plug this up and try to prevent leakage all over the place. Okay, just got back from the auto parts store and got this nifty little master cylinder bleeding kit. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this little dude right here and plug him up with this little dude right there, and hopefully minimize the leakage. All right, let's see how that goes. Okay, all in all, step 1 was not so bad. I spilled a little bit, but I kept that rag under there, and I don't think I really got any on the car. You got to be real careful with this brake fluid because it'll just eat paint. So now I'm going to go after those firewall nuts, and I should be able to break the master cylinder free. So these guys are 15s, and there's nothing difficult about them. Okay, it's been about a minute, and this is where we're at. It's got those lines covered up just in case they leak. And right over here. Okay, so here's my master cylinder bench bleed setup. I went 2 feet on these clear hoses. I would recommend going more than 2 feet. All right, so this is gonna be a little iffy because I gotta hold the camera, and these guys may or may not jump out of there, but I'm just gonna take the screwdriver here and slowly push. And bleed all the air out of the lines. There doesn't really seem to be a whole lot of air in the lines, which worries me because even after bleeding the brakes, I still had a spongy pedal. Although this doesn't feel like a spongy pedal at all. So this is all I'm doing. Slowly pushing in. And so I can hold this back and do it. Hard to do all this one-handed. So anyhow, you get the picture. We're just watching the clear lines. The clear lines I had to buy at Lowe's. They were not available at the auto parts store. But this little bench bleed, master cylinder bench bleed kit, I was able to get at the auto parts store. So that proved to be very, very helpful. Lines I bought at Lowe's, and I'm just going to do this a few more times without the camera in my hand. See if I can't make sure I get every bubble out of the line. So I pushed on another 10 or so times. There's not a single drop of air in those lines. So now I'm going to take the whole rig and carefully put it back in the car. And we'll see how that goes. All right, so that part wasn't so hard. Now I've got to put the hard lines back in the master cylinder. That's the part that's going to be a little bit tricky. And I'm just going to try to swap out the lines as quickly as I can. I'll put the cap back on to try to create a vacuum and see how this goes. Okay, a little intermittent step. Everything's still the same down there. I put the cap on here and put a couple plugs in those. So hopefully I can minimize leakage. Got a bunch of paper towel stuff done in there too. Don't want paint getting all over the car. All right, definitely gonna need 2 hands for this maneuver. Okay, so they're back on. Now, the big lesson learned here is I had tightened down the firewall bolts real tight, so I didn't have a whole lot of play when I went to go do these hard lines, and I couldn't get them to cooperate. So my big lesson learned is to not completely tighten down the firewall bolts. That way you'll have some play back and forth or up and down with the master cylinder. You'll be able to line these guys up better and get them in, because they're stubborn, especially the one in the back here. So that's my lessons learned for that one. I fought with it for about 15 minutes, and as soon as I tightened it up on the firewall, I was able to get it in under a minute or two. So hope that helps. But we have bench bled the master cylinder. Now it's filled all the way up to the top of the reservoir, and now I'm going to just do a standard, this is actually a rebleed. I'm going to bleed all 4 corners, and hopefully I won't have such a damn spongy pedal. All right, on to the next.
I'll go.
All right, so we're going to bleed these brakes. We got our little one-man bleeder here, so I'm going to build up a little bit of pressure in the system here. Get her up to about 20. And then I'm going to crack open the line. I'm introducing too many bubbles right here, but I read that if you lube up the connection, it'll help to eliminate air getting in there. So I'm hitting this with some lube, and we'll see how that does it. Okay, hit it with lube. Try to get some pressure. Open up the line. All right, so go ahead and show. All right, so anyhow, I'm just going to continue doing this for a little while. I got to figure out whether I'm introducing air into the line or whether there's just that much air in the line, but I'm not going to keep the camera rolling the whole time. Go ahead and kill. All right, so we're at a point now where we are very, very clear fluid, and I'm pumping, bubble here and there, but we are solid. Not getting any more air in the line at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and close off the line. Okay, so I had to drop the camera to grab the wrench and tighten it up. So it's all tightened up, and hit everything with brake clean again. And the first one is done. 3 more to go. I'm not going to record all of the other ones because the process is exactly the same. So if you don't happen to have one of these kits, but you do happen to have 2 people, you can have one person pump the brake and have the other person at the caliper opening and closing as the person pumps the brakes. And you can bleed it that way. But all right. So at this point, we've rebled all the brake lines, and we've got 0 air in the brake lines. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw on these tires and take it for a test spin. First thoughts, much firmer pedal. The mush is gone, so I'm digging that. And so all in all, in conclusion, I'm real happy with them. They look good, and pedal's nice and firm. They stop great. So anywho, so this is this concludes the power stop caliper slash rotor slash all that other stuff that I did to the brakes. I definitely think it's a worthwhile mod, especially with the stainless steel lines. And I guess that's it. If you like the videos, please definitely subscribe, like, comment. I've got so many more videos that I'm hoping to do. And someday, maybe we'll even put a supercharger on this bad boy. All right, this is Steve checking out. Have a good one.